sturdy spirit of justice, where we have just rejoined Phoenix and Edgeworth and now Rafa in investigating Minister Inga Karkul's old residence, which we'll do shortly after I show her everything. Oh wait, I already showed her stuff, didn't I? Your benevolence. I wanted to ask you about this. Nayna! Nayna! Where are you? I thought she said she wasn't around? Oh, yes, of course. Well, you're sadly mistaken if you think questioning Nayna will clear things up. But I'm trying to question you, not Nayna. She got a little... her wire's a little crossed there, it seems. Oh yeah, probably shouldn't have shown her that, huh? I was kind of just assuming nothing would happen, but Jesus, now I feel really bad. Your benevolence? Father. Whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you like that. Do not underestimate me. I am the royal priestess, and as such, I will experience my father's death tomorrow. So hand it over. A photo of a corpse. Will not. Face. Your benevolence! Right, you fool! Put that picture away! There's no need to worry. Simply lost my footing, that's all. No, I'm really worried about tomorrow. Jesus. That's kind of funny, but in a really cosmically dark sort of way. I didn't expect there would be any dialogue for it, but I had to try! Nayna, your benevolence. I noticed Nayna isn't with you today. I know not where she has gone. I have not spoken with her since this morning. I assume she must be quite busy today. I did catch a glimpse of her a little after 2 o'clock. I tried calling out to her, but she went off somewhere again. A little after 2. It's about an hour before the murder. Indeed. Of all the times for this to happen. She normally comes to me the moment I call her name. I know it's hard to believe, but even nannies have lives, you know. It's like they're trying to imply she was the killer or something, but that seems really weird considering we don't even have... She hasn't even spoken a line of dialogue in this game yet. To be like, she's the twist villain! Your inability to find her after the murder is slightly alarming. I wonder if her absence is related to today's incident somehow. Do you think she was unwittingly caught up in them? Who knows? At the very least, I don't think she was at the scene of the crime. Nayna, I hope she is alright. Rafa seems really worried for Nayna. As am I. Oh, there's another dialogue point there. Your benevolence, has Nayna served you long? Yes, she has been at my beck and call for as long as I remember. I have heard she even cared for me as an infant, right down to changing my diapers. Your diapers? It almost sounds like she could be your mother. Indeed. But that is a simple fact of life when your mother is busy being queen. Nayna takes care of my every need. She's my teacher in all things as well. Rafa's pool of knowledge seems rather lopsided in some respects. Could that be the result of Nayna's teachings? Nayna, could it be that my trusted attendant has come to dislike me? Now that I think about it, perhaps I've been acting rather spoiled as of late. Oh, I'm sure she'll be back. Yes, I suppose Nayna would never truly abandon me. Upon her return, I will do something nice for her. Perhaps she'd like a shoulder massage. And yet I can't shake the feeling that Nayna's connected to this case in some way. As for the kidnapping, barbed head, I, the royal priestess of Khura'In, shall share my thoughts on the abduction. You will? Listen carefully, for such opportunities do not come often. Yes, of course. We'd be grateful to hear anything you'd like to share. My father was very likely seeking to obtain the Founder's Orb. But it was not for the purposes of a coup d'etat. It was all for my sake. For your sake? The Founder's Orb is capable of bestowing great spiritual power. My father truly believed that. And he wanted that power to be mine. I haven't finished my training, and I still can't channel spirits. He was doing it for me. Right, I see. Well, do you understand why he did it now? I do, but it doesn't change the fact that Minister Inga was a kidnapper. But I guess you don't believe he is, do you? New information is sure to surface upon further investigation. Suffice to say, he did this all for me. End of story. Was he really trying to obtain the orb for Rafa? Somehow I doubt it. Speaking of powers, I wonder if Rafa will be performing the divination seance tomorrow. I should probably ask her about that. Yes, that seems like it could provide some worthwhile information. That and or age handling. I take it you'll be conducting tomorrow's divination seance? Who else if not I? Good point. The thing is, divination seances are all about what the victims experienced in their final moments. So tomorrow, Rafa will experience her own father's death exactly as it happened. It's more than anyone should ever have to deal with. Do you really have to go through with the seance tomorrow? There's really no one else? What about just calling the whole thing off? It's not as if... It's not as if I'm doing this because I want to. No? Never mind. I misspoke. The divination seance is a very important duty of the royal priestess, and it is one I intend to fulfill. There's that word, duty. Your benevolence. As crown princess, you're destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there will be many things that you alone must determine. Things like how to keep your people happy, and what is true and what is false. And most importantly, what role you must play therein. I wonder if I am even up to the task. Performing the divination seance is very important for a priestess. But duty or not, it's a heavy burden for someone so young. Or she'll be forced to watch her father's murder. Will it be a weight too heavy for her to bear? I care a lot, seeing as how I just posted a photograph of it in her face. But, I mean, for all her stunting, so to speak, she is actually a pretty tough kid, I think. So I reckon she'll get there in the end, but it's not going to be easy. There are some muddy shoe prints here. Come to think of it, there was some spilled water by the entrance. Somebody must have stepped in it before coming in here. And coming out, apparently. They're already dry. That means they're at least several hours old. And someone must have been in here today in the early afternoon. For our servants clean this room each day. Here in Khura'In we have a saying. Leave not today's untidiness to the tomorrow. Mine is why clean up today what you can leave for tomorrow. I suppose we could argue we don't know when they could have been made days ago, but probably we're saying if the servants clean every day that they're from today. And that's kind of what Rafa was just saying. Could have been here in the morning, I guess, if Nayna was apparently acting unusual, and Inga was obviously also acting unusual. I'm still a little bit reeling from the fact that they killed Inga, to be honest. That was quite a move. His desk is crammed full of documents. They appear to be paperwork for executions. But for this many cases? Indeed, something is rotten in the kingdom of Khura'In. This one dates back to 5 years ago. Something tells me he simply kept putting them off because he hated doing paperwork. He sure loved stamping them right in front of us, though. What's this? Je suis le belle? Never thought I'd see this brand again. It appears to be a sample of some sort of spray-on hair color? Color jet black. I wonder if Inga was going grey. Here, Edgeworth, maybe you can use it. I like my natural hair color just fine, thank you very much. Cheeky bastard. Phoenix, I mean. This is most likely a special ink pad for the Justice Minister's stamp. Stamp? Whatever. You can tell I'm very good at doing a British accent. His insignia is carved big and bold right on the lid. Talk about overkill. Did he really have to mark everything he owned? Some kind of, tranquilizer? It's a syringe and a vial. Those were for my father's back pain. He said it really helped when the pain was particularly unbearable. Was that bad, huh? He must have been injecting some sort of painkiller directly into his back then. Ah, sounds really, really uncomfortable. Yes, my father said his back pain could knock him off his feet. I know the feeling. I've experienced some pretty severe back pain of my own. Well, we can't have you throwing your back out in court, so why don't you take a vial? Oh, no thanks. I hear your body builds up a tolerance to that sort of thing. Painkillers. The medication Inga used for his back pain said to make the pain disappear. Interesting. I see that heading in one of two places. Number one is maybe that we're going to be like, well, the reason we only found one bullet on scene is because Inga shot the other three into the real killer. And then they're going to be like, you have no proof that a real killer could have gotten shot and then still done all this stuff. And we're going to be like, well, maybe they took the painkiller just so that they could temporarily get out. The other thing I could see happening is that this is an explanation for how Dirk was all out of it. Because painkillers often have side effects like making you a little fuzzy in the head. Painkiller shots ninja'd into pocket. I'm sorry, I pocketed them? I thought you didn't want them. I'm going straight to a chiropractor as soon as I get home. This notepad must have belonged to Inga. Let's see. Looks like the crown, the Queen's crown. Not sure about the other stuff though. Nayna, purple hat, glasses, diamond-shaped tattoo on forehead. Dirk, long hair, eye patch, blue clothes. Phoenix, Wright, spiky hair, blue clothes, pink necktie. It's a bit more like salmon. That's strange. These appear to be notes detailing people's most prominent characteristics. Hey, there's even some stuff about me in here. Maybe for someone in their secret police is a super assassin not unlike the Phantom from the previous game? These are notes on how to disguise as them? Why would he bother doing this? I'm afraid even I can't answer that. Whatever the reason, it's giving me a case of the heebie-jeebies. It's not for anything good, anyway. It's as though he was taking down descriptions of people over the phone. That's what it reminds me of, anyway. What a brilliant deduction! Unfitting of a chief prosecutor such as yourself. I commend you. That's high praise coming from you, your benevolence. Edgeworth's right. They do look like dictation notes, but I don't know. I mean, why bother describing Nayna, whom he must have seen every day? One wonders, are we going to say it was secretly blind or something? That would be an Ace Attorney-like twist. This chair looks like it was modeled after Inga's suit jacket. The backrest even has those fancy buttons of his. I imagine they make for the chair awfully uncomfortable to sit on. Actually, they serve to massage the pressure points in his back. My father suffered from terrible back pain, you see. I wonder if it really works. Thinking of getting one for the office, are you? Wow, that's one gaudy sculpture. My father sculpted it himself from a block of solid gold. Well, that's really impressive. Why does it not surprise me that he was also a narcissist? It's pretty detailed. He even included that personal stamp of his. Hey, the stamp's a little loose. And break stuff. Oh, okay. Why not? Look, there's a secret safe inside. Oh my, to think such a thing was here all this time. Rats. Looks like we need the combination to get in. And I've got no ideas coming to my head just yet. I'm really beginning to wonder what's inside that safe. Any idea what the combination might be, Your Benevolence? None whatsoever. Looks like a 4-digit combo lock, so maybe it's a date? It's probably not anything that would be easy to guess. Well, let's try some dates and see what happens. I wonder what date Inga would use as a combination. Date the DC Act was enacted, parents' anniversary, Rafa's birthday. Well, that would be sweet, but I kinda have my doubts. DC Act seems the most likely, but I'm like, on the one hand, if we say this first, it's like, that might ease her mind a bit, because it's like, we're saying that her father cared about her. But then if it turns out it isn't that, it's gonna be so miserable. Oh, go on. When's your birthday, Your Benevolence? You're wasting your time. It could not possibly be my birthday. Aw, come on, it's worth a shot. Fine, it's December 24th. Christmas Eve. Well, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 2, 4. How do they do dates in Khura'In? Maybe it's... It opened! It did? Yep. And it looks like the bottom safe was a fake. Something meant to mislead would-be thieves, no doubt. Still, it was rendered quite ineffective by his use of such an easily guessed combination. It actually was that! I'm a little surprised, to be honest. Maybe her theory that he was doing it for her sake wasn't far off the truth. But it's really... His behavior is very weird for someone who... If that was actually his objective. He did seem to quite relish in all the executions he was signing off on. Why, Father? Why my birth date? I can't say I know, but I didn't get a chance to look around the clock and other stuff in the room yet, so if we could just Yankee... It's one luxurious and comfy looking bed. I've slept on nothing but hard floors since coming to Khura'In. Oh, can't wait to sleep in a nice soft bed again. Then take it. It's yours if you wish. We'll have to clean this room out anyway, now that my father's gone. But don't you want to keep these things as a memento of your father? Not the bed, surely. Besides, I don't need his spirit haunting me late at night. Do you suppose, if I slept on it, I could see my father once more? Princess Rafa. I honestly don't know how to answer that. In this world, maybe. And nothing to say about the grape juice, of which there is much. Actually, there was not much more to investigate here. Right. Can't say I expected the sculpture's chest to open, as opposed to this safe. What do you suppose is in there? Probably nothing. It's most likely just a decoy for unsuspecting thieves, after all. You'd think he would put something in there, if it was just a decoy, like a bit of money or something. It seems Minister Inga kept his most valuable possessions much closer to his chest. Or they're bound to stay safe and sound, huh? That was exceedingly good wordplay, Edgeworth. Bravo! We'll make a protagonist out of you yet. Okay, let's see what's in here. This looks like a letter or something. Let's see. Dear Father, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. You're always so kind, and I love you very much. I hope you live to be 100 years old. Love, Rafa. I wrote this to my father when I was 8 years old. Father, why would you hold on to something so childish and stupid? There are some other papers in here. Well, Khura'In assassination plan. Once I poison the queen, the throne will be mine. The spiritual power I obtained from the treasure will back up my claim. In the meantime, the secret police are to keep a close watch on Khura'In. It seems like something you wouldn't write down, right? This almost seems like this is a decoy. Maybe the actual treasure is in the safe part of the safe. This is the plan for his coup d'etat. What? Give me that! I don't understand. It seems Justice Minister Inga was plotting the assassination of the Queen. This This can't be true. Father would never harm Mother. Oh, Rafa, this has to come as a terrible shock. Much like most of what's gone on in this game for her past the first case. What's this? There's a photo in here, too. Is that Amara? It's of a woman and a baby. Wonder who they are. On the far left, there's a law book with the Mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it, so this will be Queen Amara at the time she was married to Dirk. So does that make Rafa Dirk's daughter? And not the daughter of Inga and Garan? You got me, I have no idea what's going on. Interesting, she's just got the normal diamond on her forehead. I thought they said that was only for, like, junior monks or something. Maybe I'm misremembering. On the far left, there's a law book with the Mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it. Wait! That's... Your benevolence? How can this be? I don't know. Princess Rafa! I'm fine. Stop shouting. I just fall over sometimes. Jesus. It's not that big a deal. She's looking incredibly pale. Your benevolence, are you alright? Alright? How can I be alright? Huh? All that I believed, it was all lies? I'm afraid I don't follow. What the heck's she talking about? Can I ask who the woman is in this picture? How should I know? Seems I didn't know anything that was going on. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get much more out of her while she's like this. The picture from Inga is safe. Shows a woman, a baby, and a law book that has a mark branded on it. I don't know precisely what's going on, but clearly between Garan, Amara, Dirk, and Inga, the state of relationships and parentage was not 100% as it seems. Because what this looks like to me is Queen Amara, at the time she would have been married to Dirk, hence the Defiant Dragon book, holding a baby. I mean, it's not necessarily her baby, I guess, but that looks like the face of a proud mother to me. Oh, although Rafa's 14 and Amara died 23 years ago, so actually that doesn't make much sense, does it? I don't know. Mother. Huh? I must ask my mother about the secret she is hiding. What secret? Yeah, be careful about asking Garan stuff. I get the sense she's got a bit of a murder-happy streak as well. As your father, sorry to say. I must go. Goodbye. Oh, I don't like the sound of this. Wait! Oh, what was that all about? It's like her mind was off somewhere else. It appears this photo really upset her. I wonder who the lady in this picture is. Just the hair color I seem to remember Amara having. Wait. Unless Garan, the Garan we think is Garan, is actually Amara in disguise, and that's what the Labelle product is about. No, maybe that's crazy talk. Maybe? I don't know. There's spirit channeling and expert disguise kits going on. I don't know how we can trust anyone who they say they are. I wonder who the lady in this picture is. Stop! Shut up! Come back here! Wait, that sounds like Olby and Shadow? Oh, was that the dog that broke in here earlier? That's odd. Commoners aren't normally allowed in this area. Wonder what's afoot. Well, probably nothing. Let's talk about stuff, Edgeworth. Chiefly everything I wouldn't have been able to show you before. Seemingly nothing new. Been a while since I've seen Nayna, so I can't remember if this is accurate, but it sounds more or less right. Curious what happens if I rescan the bust. Better not touch anything without Rafa's permission. Who knows what she might say. Or do if she finds out. Right, we're not allowed to scan anything around here. Without her. Olby? What in the heckins are you doing here? Little buddy? May 18th, Garan Palace Royal Residence. I wonder who the prosecution's gonna call as witnesses during all this. Probably someone of Garan's Royal Guard, were I to guess. Edgeworth! I hope one of you has a good explanation for this. I'm so sorry! Hi, Olby. No, Shadow! Bad dog! Leave the man's filthy thingamajig alone! Get his ass, Shadow! If you would kindly detach your dog from my cravat. Right away, sir! Just hold still, and... Stop pulling like that, you'll only stretch the fabric! Come on, Shadow! Let go of his cravat, whatchamacallit! This isn't working. I'll just have to pull harder then. 1, 2, wait, what are you... 3! Yeah! Yeah! Dude. Were you trying to kill me?
I'm really sorry, mister. My dog has a habit of attacking frilly things like that.
Maybe for his sake, he should stick to more traditional targets like cars or his tail.
No, it's a tiny dog. Don't have him chase after cars.
I'm actually laughing tears out from that. Oh, strangled Edgeworth to death, this tiny little dog.
What's worse, he snuck in here again today and stole some weird-looking hat.
Oh. Well, it's a purple hat, I suppose. This might be an odd twist of fortune.
I don't know what to do anymore. Bad dog! You're a very bad dog!
Wait a second. I've seen that hat before. Nayna's. Anyway, I better be on my way. Oh, but look, I haven't died yet!
Oh, that's an attorney's badge from your homeland, right? I've studied all about it. Allow me to explain. There's a reason why the badge is shaped like a sunflower. You know how sunflowers always turn to face the sun? The source of their well-being? Well, lawyers are like that. They will chase after anything that will make them money.
What?
I guess people hate lawyers in your country too, huh?
Where did you get your information from again?
A proud Chairman Chief Prosecutor Payne gave in the middle of the bazaar the other day.
Lawyers already have a bad enough time here without his lies. No comment. What do you know about this, Albie?
Sorry, I don't know anything about that. I'm the worst tour guide ever.
No, it's my fault for randomly whipping it out and asking about it.
Don't worry, I'll study hard so I'll be ready to answer all your questions next time.
Now I feel like a jerk. It happens. All the examining points are the same, so let's chat. Albie, the frilly hat! Albie, could I see that hat again?
Sure.
Wait, isn't this Nayna's hat? Yeah, and I could have sworn the note said that she had a white diamond on her head. Oh no, my imagination. I guess I heard diamond, I was expecting white like a diamond, but no, she has like a rhombus-shaped red mark on her forehead. Isn't this Nayna's hat? But I thought she disappeared. Shadow, you might be a good dog instead.
Shadow swiped it from someone.
Albie, how exactly did Shadow get this?
Allow me to explain. It all started while we were on a walk through the bazaar today, when suddenly, Dad's popped out of a manhole.
You used a little dragon snot snap or whatever? Ha!
No!
The fangs of the flying dragons! Dodge the rebels here! Say, you want to join our cause, kid?
Naturally, I was super startled by that weirdo's sudden appearance.
Back, dog of the Khura'In regime!
Huh? But this is my dog, Shadow.
Defying Dragon's secret weapon! Dragon Steel Snaps! That's it!
Ah!
Oh man, the look on your face, that was classic! Maybe the dad's to laugh at it, making a child fall over in terror.
The sudden bang of the firecracker spooked Shadow, and he ran off into the crowds. Ah! Shadow, come back here!
I'll teach you, Khura'In's lapdog! You there, what do you think you're doing? Ah! Oh, not good!
That's when a policeman came running over and hauled Dats away.
Really? He still was allowed out after that? To come shoot them at us?
That happened right around 2 p.m. if I remember correctly.
Khura'In's lapdog, is this this dog a secret agent for the royalty? And it's trained to react to gunshots or something? I can't imagine why else the firekicker would have made it run and get Nayna's hat. I'm not even gonna pretend I know what Dats was trying to do.
I chased right after Shadow, and when I finally caught up to him here in the palace courtyard, he had this in his mouth.
2 p.m. That's about an hour before the minister's death. Nayna supposedly went missing after the murder, but this would place her here at the palace around 2? Well, Rafa said she couldn't see her around 2, but it's a big palace, I assume. Could have just missed each other. At around 2 p.m., Shadow was surprised by a firecracker, ran into the courtyard, and stole Nayna's hat. It all seems pretty weirdly coincidental.
Actually, I just remembered I saw something pretty amazing around that time, too.
Something amazing? Do tell. So, Albie, what was it you saw that was so amazing?
I saw Her Eminence Queen Khura'In channeling a spirit!
Is it really that big of a deal to see her channeling someone? Yeah?
You bet it is! Commoners are never allowed to behold the sacred rite.
Oh? Can you tell me more?
Of course! I'm always happy to explain. I believe it was around 2:10 p.m. today. I got lost in the palace grounds while looking for Shadow. What is this place? It gives me the creeps. Where could Shadow have gone?
This poor kid is about to get executed.
In my search, I took a peek into a small room, and that's when I saw Queen Khura'In. She was channeling a spirit for a neighboring kingdom's king.
Right? This is something we know that Khura'inese royals do sometimes.
I saw her transforming right before my eyes. I was so excited, I had to take a picture of it.
You took a picture?
I know I shouldn't have, but I just couldn't help myself.
Are you kidding me? That's extremely good news. More evidence. Between this and the treasure room, Albie's not exactly the picture of self-restraint. He's like 8. Give him a break. How old is he? He's 9, right? He's 9. Nayna, Rafe's attendant, she disappeared all of a sudden after administering Ingo's death. It almost seems like she could be like Amara Orgaron's predecessor in disguise as like a humble servant to plot and fix it for something, now that they've suddenly cast her in the most suspicious light possible.
Her channeling right ended right after that, so I ran off before anyone could spot me.
You could have been arrested again, you know?
Yeah, I know. Anyway, here's a copy of the picture. Just don't tell anyone I was the one who took it.
I'm not sure I should be carrying it around, but I'm mighty grateful. Dude, if you got arrested this time, I wouldn't actually be able to defend you because you would be legit guilty. I worry about his future sometimes. I'm sure he'll get a hold of it before he's hit his teens. Fish taking around 2 p.m. of the channeling, right? Well, that's got to be useful. Come to think of it, how did you and Shadow get into the royal residence anyway? It's not open to commoners after all.
Allow me to explain.
Please?
There's a way to get into the palace from the bazaar. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, though. Shadow can easily fit, but anyone bigger than me is out of luck.
You don't say.
Yeah, part of the palace wall is damaged, so there's a hole I can just make it through.
Go on.
Bet you didn't know they have some really tasty food here.
Oh? Then this isn't your first time in here, huh? Trespassing is illegal, you know.
No, it's not like that. I didn't mean any harm. I just want to steal some stuff. It's just, I want to help change this kingdom.
What do you mean?
Well, after Miss Faye's trial, I started thinking, like maybe there was something I could do to help the revolution too?
Maya's trial, huh? Yeah, tragedy only happened because of how twisted Khura'in's legal system has become. I wouldn't say only, but it's certainly a major player. How utterly foolish to cast one's life away for such a reason. There must have been other ways to cover up this crime.
Yet had I done so, my wife would rush to my defense, and when the case went to trial, she would suffer the same fate as I under the Defense Culpability Act. I could not have lived with myself had she been convicted because of that fiendish man.
This cannot be. All I have done under the laws of our kingdom, it has all been...
The DC Act led to the false charges against Maya and the High Priest's suicide. But that trial also caused the public to start questioning the current state of things. And it seems even Albie has some pretty strong feelings on the matter.
I knew there had to be something I could do to help. That's when I remembered the hole in the palace wall and started thinking, maybe I could sneak in and take a picture of one of the royals up to no good. I just want to do my part.
So you are basically a dragon now. Jeepers! Spirit of evolution seems to be catching on, even with one so young. Right, the momentum is steadily building, and the tipping point is fast approaching. It's just a matter of when. I agree, and the public's perception of the Defiant Dragon seems to be changing too. But Albie, you can't go trespassing like that, even if it's for a good cause. It's not right.
Okay, I won't do it again.
Albie, is that really all you have to confess? You haven't been up to any other mischief? And when I say you, I mean Shadow.
Huh? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Magatama? Nice try, Albie, but the proof is literally right in front of us. Sorry? What? Oh, you mean the urn. Is that what we're talking about? Yeah. I wasn't allowed to mark it before, but... Albie, you wouldn't happen to know how this urn got knocked over, would you? Because her benevolence told me something rather interesting.
Be careful. Some dingbat dog got in the courtyard and spilled water over there.
A dingbat dog?
That's right. The yappy mutt spilled a whole urn's worth.
The dingbat dog she mentioned wouldn't happen to be Shadow, would it?
I guess the dog's out of the bag. Sorry I lied.
We got jokes.
Sorry I lied, but I'm sorry I skipped that. Sorry I skipped it also. No, sorry, history. I'm trying to hit history. I swear I'm trying to hit history. Sorry I lied, but I was worried I'd get in trouble. I know I shouldn't lie to a lawyer like that.
No, it's not good to lie to anyone like that. So let's try to only tell the truth, okay, Albie?
Oh, Mr. Wright, I almost forgot. I saw a couple of Americans a moment ago. They had really weird haircuts, so I thought they might be friends of yours.
Really now? It seems your little friend thinks all us Americans have strange hairstyles. I suppose we have you to thank for that, right? Oh, look at yourself, my friend! So what exactly did their hair look like?
There was a guy with 2 crops of hair sticking out his forehead like antennae, and then there was this lady with a long bunch of hair that looked like a big orange spider leg.
I would have said it looked like a scythe myself. Which is why it looks so cool, or like a thunderbolt, but spider leg, yeah, I guess that's accurate as well. Well, that sounds like Apollo and Athena. What were they doing?
They were racing through the bazaar with their Garon Royal Guard in hot pursuit.
Yeah, that tracks, because last we talked to Queen Garon, she was all like, Apollo's Dirk's son, Royal Guard! You two can go, by the way. In like the most suspicious way possible. Wait, what? Why were they being pursued? I'm not sure, but I have my suspicions. I just hope they're alright.
Sorry for not mentioning it before. It just kind of slipped my mind.
Oh man, Garon is some kind of crooked right about now. To be continued again, which means that's a good place to end this episode as well! Oof. Things is happening. So this investigation section hopping back and forth. We had an Apollo and Athena. We have a head of Phoenix and Edgeworth now, and so I assume we're going to head back to Apollo and Athena either moments before they began to be pursued, or right after their pursuit, they're going to end up somewhere unusual. Still haven't had a chance for Apollo and Athena to go grab the files from Dirk's office, nor to ask Dirk about, which person Inga was holding over him. Although, I assume it's, Nayna. And of course, Maya has not been able to wake up and tell us any of what she saw at the time. Oh, right, because it bears mentioning, completely forgot to check my notes at the beginning of this recording, but this could just be a weird visual choice that doesn't mean anything, but the blood that we just detected with the luminol was over top of the ropes, suggesting that whoever bled after Maya's bonds were cut, which we assume happened much later in her incarceration, i.e. like minutes before we got there. Either Dirk did it or the killer did it. But it's interesting that the blood clearly goes right over top the rope anyway. Very well, so next time will be, I'm actually not sure, maybe they'll bring us back as Phoenix and Edgeworth since Apollo and Athena are otherwise occupied. We shall see. Next video on the channel is going to be some more Guess the Game. I played it a few weeks ago, and it was so much fun that I had to play it again. It starts off kind of slow because I'm starting from the beginning, but I'd already seen someone play up to like the first 27 or 23 games or so, and I couldn't remember how many of them I'd already seen, so like the first 5 are ones I've already seen someone else play, but then after that, we get into ones I've never seen before, and there's some truly psychic guesses in there. Big brain time it is. So that's all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! Comfort. 6 out of 10. The sheets are enough to bring it down by 4 points? Damn! I don't know enough about beds, apparently. My eye is much more discerning in that department. The bed is quite large and the sheets feel adequate, but it all smells a little musky. 5 out of 10. It's harsh having your bed raided in any town where it's sunny.